Township of Cohasset, September 20th, regular meeting, testing.
All right, it has to tell me what these are.
What is it?
One for the fire company. I'm not signing that until I that's the annual operating expense. That doesn't pay the fire company. Okay.
I understand that by October. Well, now it could be after, but my point is that you never even told me to vote on it. We were so, we had plenty of time that we could have. And it's when you have something like that, you're more knowledgeable about it, and then we just say, oh, here, read this. I don't have a watch in front of me.
That's 7:05. I got my phone. 7:01 on
All right. Okay.
All right, the meeting will come to order. Adequate notice has been given, the Express Times and the Star Gazette satisfying the requirements of the Open Public Meetings Act. Would you please stand for, excuse me, your silent prayer and flag salute? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Do I have a motion to approve the minutes from August 16th?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it.
Okay, Slack,
Yes.
Vangelli, Van Loo.
Yes. All right, now I know some bills are still being signed.
I think Councilman Babinski will stop tomorrow to sign his.
Right, and so I move then that we pay the bills that have been properly signed, and then as bills are signed by people who are not here, that also they are paid. Do I hear a second?
I'll second it.
Okay, Slack,
Yes.
Vangelli, and Van Loo.
Yes. All right, now, public comments. Do we have anyone that would like to comment on anything on the agenda? Please come forward, state your name, sign in, please. And we'll do to tell the truth.
Kevin Melvin, 41 Winters Road. Just looking at under the resolution, there's a cancellation of grant receivable balance
Thank you.
from South Warren Municipal Alliance. I don't know if that's also affiliated with it, but I'd hate to see things being canceled on the receivable end. I'd rather see things canceled on the payable end.
Absolutely, and we just happen to have our CFO here.
Okay, thank you.
That cash match, let's say that 10 times. Is there anyone else? Okay, moving on, our attorney's report. Council President. All right. I do have one thing, though. In the ordinance that we're going to be passing tonight, we will need a resolution attached to that, hopefully as soon as possible, with the, no, I mean for the finance department.
Yes, I do, yes.
I know that you were emailed really good language, and So it's not on the agenda tonight, but I do want to see it on the agenda in the close future. All right. And then we can have it on the agenda for October. That is correct, yeah. And how bills will get paid. Okay, super. Township council reports.
Mayor, I don't have anything from the police department. This evening, Jeff had emailed me today and asked to be excused. He'll have a report, I believe, next month. And Steve Babinski's absent tonight. Donnie asked for the DPW report, which I will do. This is a report from the 16th of August to tonight. They pulled weeds in the play area, Franklin Street Playground, and continued to mow the roadside weeds throughout the township. They paved sections of Lower River Road and Lower Creek Road. They cleaned all the catch basins, inlet pipes, drainage outfalls after the heavy thunderstorm multiple times. They helped Franklin Township chase some of the roadways from the trailer and 2 dump trucks. They filled in driveways and pull-off areas with stone along Lower River Road to match the new pavement. Removed trees from roadways after heavy rainstorm on River Road. They lined the football fields at Huntington Park every week. They cleaned off catch basins and drain pipes in the township after another heavy rain. And they milled 3 inches blacktop off sections of Bliss Boulevard to patch bad areas with their own paver. And Donnie would like to also note that from last winter, they recovered from FEMA, from Storm Jonas, $46,543.38. So that was from FEMA to reimburse us for our costs. Is that correct, Donnie? Part of our costs. You said that covered 75% of it, roughly?
So we have a check in our hot little hands? Okay, cool. All right.
Make note of that.
Some more good news.
Other than that, Mary, I don't really have anything from the Environmental Commission. Doctors, anything expired? I know our last meeting was canceled.
I think the next meeting is
Right,
Monday.
plan on.
The first one's 6 December.
Right. So other than that, Mary, I don't have anything other than that.
All right.
Bliss Boulevard. Donnie, who's repairing Bliss? We are.
But not the part that is still behind the shopping area. Bliss Boulevard, that has been part of Pohatcom. No? Okay, and who's paying for that? Why? It's not our road.
The old one, section. It's the old ones.
Oh, okay, because I was going to say, we haven't had that other part deeded to us. We haven't accepted it yet.
I think we did get checked for $3 or $4 grand for the other piece for Snowstown last year, if you remember, and we're still there. Not every 6 months.
Is that going to be the same this year?
If they don't get the road dedicated, I mean, I've never seen anything like it, and I can tell you, one on one, because the extension of Greenwood Street also has not been accepted.
Right.
by the county, so they're still completely responsible. So, yeah, if you have a bad winter, same thing, keep track of all your expenses, and we'll ship them
Now,
out.
last year,
We saw stuff on
a couple times we did plow.
Yeah.
We had to plow.
Yeah.
Hmm.
They did theirs for, but one time they didn't.
We got checked.
So, if they do that again, we're going to keep track of it
Yeah.
and bill them.
I was going to say, yeah, can't we take it out of that performance bond?
Well, we got reimbursed last year, I think. We got,
Okay.
3,000 change or something.
All right.
Six.
Okay, all right, because I don't want us doing something that township residents are paying for, they shouldn't be. Okay. All right, do I have any report? I don't think I do have a report.
Mary,
Oh,
you may
other
want to
than-
know that Wendy and I issued 4 licenses in 1 week. marriage licenses was a record.
Wow. 4 weddings, here we go. All right, that's pretty cool. That's happy news,
Yep.
maybe.
For now.
And the other thing I was going to ask is, yeah, council, if you would let Wanda know if you are interested in going down for League of Municipalities, because she does have to make those arrangements and those registrations. Okay? All right, moving along. Sal?
Okay. River Road property, people are camping out. All we do is talk about it.
The police have been notified.
We do nothing.
The police have been notified. They were doing warnings because of the signs going up, and now they're getting ready to start issuing tickets because some of the vehicles that are there, they have not come in for any kind of a license or anything, and it is the same vehicles, so. All right, now, the police will handle it. Okay, now, what else?
Okay, now you're gonna check that out?
If you would like me to again, I will. They've already, I mean, one of our employees actually took pictures of the vehicles.
We have to do something. Okay, the Dan job in Warren Glen is moving along. It's a big job, and it's moving along. Now, what about homes in deplorable condition? All we do is talk about that too.
Well, first of all, we don't have anything to do with that. That's Joe's job, and he does take people to court, we know that, and that's for him to handle it. As far as we are concerned, you can talk about it every council meeting, but it's not going to solve it.
Some of those holes in their roof, you can drive a Mack truck through. It's horrible.
Then complain to the state building construction official and see if they want to condemn the place.
We did condemn it. We have red tags on it. What we should do is drive our front end loader down there.
You cannot, as long as it belongs to somebody else, you cannot do that. Otherwise, we might end up building them a new house.
I can't say
Okay, what about the trees on the state property? We got or our property, Green Acres. Are we?
Next meeting, because we don't have a full council, and for that person to come and speak to us, we would like the full council to be here. We don't need an update.
Lights under the bridge on 519. There's 2 of them that play musical chairs. They go on, they go on, they go on.
Is this the 78 bridge that goes over 519?
Would you,
See if you could do it or if he's on vacation or something. Yeah, because,
Okay, thank you for following up.
around municipal building. They're filthy. And you will have to call up next week.
yeah,
Get them cleaned.
Is this a matter of standing on a ladder and washing them?
They're dirty inside, they get from the glass inside.
Okay. Do we have money budgeted for that kind of care? Okay, that would be considered,
Buildings and grounds.
that would be considered maintenance.
What did we say we're going to do about River Road where those people camp out?
There are signs there, and they are supposed to be coming into our police department to get a permit to be able to park there. So, and they did give warnings out, when the signs went up, but so far, as far as I know, no one has come in. Right.
Okay, whomever from the state, we have to contact them for the big trees on Green Acres property.
No, we have somebody coming in who will speak to us at the next meeting, Sal.
Okay, that's it.
Okay, moving right along, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Do I have a motion to approve the 7 resolutions that are under resolutions? All right, then I move it. Do I hear a second?
I'll second it.
Okay, Wanda?
Okay, Slack,
Yes.
Van Loo,
Yes.
Angeli.
Yes.
Okay, moving right along, let's go to, we have a second reading of ordinance 16-12 to amend Chapter 4 of the Code of the Township of Cohasset entitled Administration of Government, and that's the ordinance that will give us flexibility in scheduling of meetings, that we could have 1 meeting, if necessary, we could have 2, but for the most part, I do believe it's going to be going to 1 meeting. Let's see, do I have a motion to open public comment?
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Okay, call the roll. Slack,
Yes.
Angeli.
I'd like to see 2 meetings a month.
You can speak to it after,
We're opening to public comment now. Slack, Vangeli, you say?
Yes.
And Van Loo.
yes. Okay, do we have anyone who would like to speak? Okay, seeing no one, do I have a motion to close public comment and accept the ordinance? Pass the ordinance?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it.
Okay, Slack,
Yes.
Vangeli,
Yes.
Van Loo.
Yes. All right, we have 3 motions. One is to accept Ingrid Gray's resignation from being on the Economic Development Advisory Commission, which means we will have an opening there if anyone is interested. To approve a special event application for Elba Vineyard Chelsea Forge Vintners for a New Jersey Wine, Beer, and Spirits Festival to be held on September 24th from noon to 5 p.m. And then the rain date would be on Sunday, pending payment of police charges to be calculated by Chief Grainmeyer. And last but not least, to approve and authorize the mayor to execute the First Amendment to the Vicinage 13 agreement and authorizing payment of an additional $5,000 regarding the township's affordable housing. I have a question. Do we have money for that? I mean, this is that suit that we're in. Okay. Okay. All right. Well, then I'll move the 3.
I'll second it.
Okay, Slack,
Yes.
Vangeli,
Yes.
Van Loo.
Yes. Do we have any just regular public comments? Please come up, state your name, and sign in, please. Do you have a secret? Yeah, I've got a secret. Can you tell I've been watching old TV programs?
Remember any bridge? I never talked to anybody about closing the bridge, and all those people that are saying that. I would have an attorney comment because I see we're paying $5,000 more for the lawsuit. Kind of interested in knowing what was the status of that.
Well, basically, this business 13 is 51 municipalities that are some of one county, and they're all being adjudicated by Judge Miller. And Judge Miller's last opinion noted, he essentially directed, there was that large statewide one, that's still functioning, but right now, we have not actually honored their recent request for contributions, because they've also been asking for money to fight different aspects of the contribution. This particular group, doctor, was essentially mandated by Judge Miller. He wanted a business-specific group that would address just location for him. Because there are depositions that are scheduled just for that trial, all types of things of that nature. So in order to keep our litigation alive, we have to have this contribution. If we don't, our choice is basically to dismiss the litigation and expose ourselves to affordable housing litigation. I don't like anything we do, but it's still pretty cost effective and it's just as neat. And we also are trying to talk a little bit about our master plan and our plan in fair share. See if there's any way to get some type of reasonable settlement that would be valued, but the number is so high in fair share that
Do we have a sense of, like a tabulation of what our expenses have been so far? I remember.
It started out lower.
This one, we still have some contributions this week. The first one was 2, this will be 577. I think we've made 2 for the large group before. I think the first one was 2.
I was gonna say, I thought it was 1,200, wasn't it?
The first one was 2 or 3 on that one. And then
Oh, were they?
the second-
Okay.
So it hasn't been great since the they had a all actually, but
And there's a budget, I mean, there's certain money was going out of the hole.
yes, the Judge Miller specifically authorized spending the affordable housing trust funds, which are basically money that were paid by the developers. We have $500,000 for that. Yeah, at least we did, we reimbursed ourselves.
Okay,
It's not coming out of the tax.
No, I understand, but
Not that I'm trying to spend it.
you're keeping kind of track.
Oh, yeah, Lorraine's got that.
Anyone else? All right, then I'm close. Whoops. You have to move fast around here.
Good evening, everyone. Earl Austin, zoning officer. I would like 2 things put on the agenda, please. As you know, we have adopted our abandoned house property. And the banks, they've been great at giving us run around. They're like, oh yeah, we're going to take care of it. We don't take care of it. They never get it. And all of a sudden the house is sold, and it's not fair for the new people to come in and pay for the $500 registration fee. So I talked to our CCO, our continuous certificate officer, and he said he'd be willing, if we had to make a resolution, that before a house is sold, that someone takes responsibility, if it's abandoned, they take responsibility and pay for the $500 registration fee for abandoned property. Second thing I want to bring to light there is we did collect $16,000 so far, and we are constantly getting phone calls about this abandoned property. One in particular, there is a pool there that I physically saw, and it's collapsed and the water's collecting in the middle of it, and the homeowners, you know, they're like, hey, what are you guys doing? The mosquitoes are all over here. I said, well, don't know who owns it. We tell the bank, and they send somebody out, and they try to patch it, and it doesn't work there. So we need to look at something. If it's detrimental to the health and safety of the public, of our residents, then we need to say, hey, look, you know what, we'll take care of this, and there's going to be no repercussion. You know, house is listed with a pool, or we're going to fix it, we're going to buy that. No. If you guys don't want to fix it, we got to bring it up and fix it.
Have you contacted the health department about it?
Yes, we have.
Okay, and they've done a pass on it?
They say, can you guys handle it? 9 times out of 10, they ask us to handle it. Okay? These are 2 things I think could bring to your attention, and maybe they can...
Well, the resolution you're talking about, if you could write it up and give it to Wanda, and she'll circulate it with us.
No. No.
We have a smoke, I'm sorry, you're correct, I apologize. We have a smoke certification, where he goes and checks the smoke detectors and fire extinguisher. And I was thinking maybe we can put it on that. You can get that.
Carl McAleer does the fire, yeah. He's zoning at Powhatan Cliff.
And I was going to say, for the first thing, the resolution you're talking about, to send him what language you would like, and then he'll work it over.
Excellent, excellent.
There is a way to go, like, concept, somebody like that who does kind of get stuck with something, if you know about a new property, I think there's a 90-day grace period in our ordinance, but I'll call you.
Excellent, thank you, appreciate that very much.
All right, any other public comments?
Hey, man, what about house numbers? When a house is sold, they must have them put on. Emergency squad, fire department, we have to know which house it is.
Okay, I'll, nice to know if we, somebody can tell us when the houses are sold, that would be ideal, number one, once I would know that. But, I've been going around and some houses that, as you know, remember, I've been sending them letters and asking them to put,
Right.
houses.
This has been discussed before,
Yes.
so it's being handled. Maybe you, Sal, you might not have been at that meeting.
You know, like you said, he brought up the point. One time we mentioned that maybe we might put something on the web saying how important it is to identify the house on township web. That really shouldn't cost anything.
Okay, Mr. Melvin?
Kevin Melvin, Bill 41 Winters Road. A couple of questions/comments. The first, I'll start off with just a note about River Road and the trash. It is, we drove through there on Sunday, and there's like dirty diapers and all kinds of stuff.
Now, you have to be careful because, see, the property that's the railroads, we don't have jurisdiction over. We have jurisdiction over the road, and that's why we can control who parks there. We cannot control who is over putting all the trash. But if they are like, have a open fire campsite, if anybody's driving down the road, sees the fire, dial 911.
No, I appreciate the comment about the property itself, but this is actually getting onto the road, you know, in the right of way. And I'm almost even, Rennie even had said to me about the possibility of some type of trash receptacle. Maybe that would curb some of that stuff being, instead of just scattered everywhere, people.
And when it's full, who will empty it? What you'll find is a full trash receptacle with garbage all around it.
I guess the question is, who's picking up the trash now?
I don't know.
So,
I picked up quite a bit of trash. My truck.
Oh, okay, when we have the people come and working along the roads and stuff, they actually go on the railroad property and clean it. Okay, yeah, but still. Okay, go ahead.
the other comment I want to add, I just want to compliment our road department, especially for the getting the funding back, the 46K. That's going. I think that's great. Having that money coming back into town that can be utilized for other projects. The one thing that I wasn't clear upon was the whole discussion about Bliss Boulevard. And I appreciate there's been a lot of comments over a number of meetings with regard to the road not being dedicated. So the work that we're doing, the milling, the road work, is that going to be reimbursable to us under this bond?
Now, Kevin, if you look at the extension of Greenwich Street, coming down that extension, everything from that extension's left, the new piece, that's the piece that has not been dedicated by people. So everything that happens over there, we'll still charge Walmart for if we're doing it. If you go to the right, which the old, where the old Walmart used to be, that's where Don's talking about the Green Board. That has been dedicated to us for some years, so that piece we would not reimburse. So basically, the new Greenwich Street extension bifurcates our responsibility. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were-
Council President Van Lee, would you also like to respond to that?
Well, no, Mr. Benbrook just jumped right in there.
Thank you.
No, you just kept talking more. I would have been fast. Okay, as far as I know, we don't need any executive session tonight. And there's old business, new business, correspondence. I do have a couple of announcements. One is that tomorrow, Mr. Vangelli and I will go to the high school for their official ribbon cutting ceremony. And that should be really interesting. And then I guess they'll do speeches, and then we get to do a tour of the school. So I'm looking forward to that. And the other is, do I have to? I'll try. Anyway, the other thing is that Straw Church Circle Church, St. James, I do believe, Lutheran Church, they're going to be having an open house, and they're celebrating. They are on, which historic register are they on? Is it national?
I think it's both Marion National and State.
Okay. Yeah, so they're going to be celebrating that. So that's in October, and actually, I didn't bring my paper with me. I can't give you the exact date.
Be very, very proud.
I know it starts at 12 o'clock. Yeah, I know, but I left mine at home, so. Okay. Well, he's looking for that. Do I hear a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
All those in favor,
All in
say
favor?
aye. We're adjourned.